Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Actually, this is not a stream. This is a pre-recorded video. So thank you all for joining. You can tell we are traveling. We're not at home. So the benefit to these is that I'm going to be responding to each and every comment that you leave. Any question you got, leave it down below in the comments, and I will respond to each and every one of you. But today we're going to talk about a variety of topics. But Fremont Factory has started producing the Tesla Model Y, the new Model Y, the new to my Juniper. So here it actually is. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing a new or used Tesla. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. So let's jump into it. We've got new production of the new Tesla Model Y. And what's really nice with this is you can see from the VIN, you can tell a lot of different data. The first thing though is that the 2026, it is going to be a model year 2026 for the Tesla Model Y, the new Juniper refresh. So what's really nice with that is there'll be no confusion between the 2025 Model Y. There was a lot of confusion over the past 6 months where people thought the 2025 Model Y was the new refresh, but it was not at all. And now we know that the 2026 Model Y is in fact the new refresh. We've got Model Ys popping up all over the place, appearing all over the place in US and Canada, North American showrooms as well. And what we can tell from the decoders, from the VIN, because a certain digit actually shows which VIN it is and which location is actually produced, whether it's Gigafactory, Texas, or Fremont. And from this one, shout out to Dahlgren for pointing out that this one is coming out of the Fremont factory. And actually, we're seeing a lot of different Teslas coming out of different factories. We already know that Giga Berlin is producing their Tesla Model Ys as well. We know China, Shanghai, Giga Shanghai is producing them as well. And so I could really see a launch of the Q2, like of a Model Y coming out very soon, especially the refresh. I could see it maybe even start to deliver as soon as late February or even definitely by March. I think Tesla is saying March to give people like a low expectation, but I really feel like it's going to be coming out a lot sooner because just look how quickly these Model Ys have just popped up at all these US showrooms, especially China showrooms as well. There's plenty of people going into showrooms to doing quick reviews on them, taking photos and videos and giving their feedback on them. Shout out to the Kilowatts for definitely doing one of these pretty quickly. And here's another one, a ultra red one that just showed up at the New Jersey Tesla Paramus store. And so these are just popping up all over the place. The new Model Y Juniper is rolling out pretty quickly. And that's where I really feel like Tesla is sandbagging a little bit. And I really feel like they're going to start delivering these as early as late February or possibly March as well. And so let us know, did you find a Tesla Model Y in your area, which store it is? Because they're popping up all over the place in the US as well. And of course, shout out to Unplugged Performance. If you don't know who they are, definitely check them out in the link down below in the description. They also sell rims, performance parts, and everything for Tesla vehicles. And they put a set of up 05 Ford rims on a Model Y as a concept. And you can see it looks fantastic. I think this is the wheel setup to go because it really matches with that cyber look and a really nice look for sure. And then here's another thing, because a couple Model Ys showed up in the Canada market as well, Surrey, British Columbia, and Ontario, a Quicksilver Model Y and an Ultra Red. And the crazy, or not crazy, but the interesting thing with these is that both of these display vehicles were built in the Fremont factory. And so certainly we are starting to see a lot of production from the Fremont factory for the Model Y. The biggest question now is Giga Texas starting to produce them? I think we saw some rumblings that they're doing some prototype producing as well. And so I really feel like Tesla could turn up the ramp on this, or at least they're rolling it out slowly for this, because they also have to sell these old Model Ys as well. Here's some more pictures of an ultra red one. I'm still on the fence between ultra red or Quicksilver. I think both of them are fantastic, but I think Quicksilver takes the cake just a little bit with the new
Tesla Model Y. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic.
Before we get into our next topic, I've been trying to save money lately, and that's why we talk about this channel, trying to get the best deal on a Tesla. And I've been looking at our subscriptions like YouTube Premium, Netflix, trying to figure out how I could save some money every single month. And cutting expenses, it's kind of hard. We've been trying to rack our brain together and figure out how. That's why I'm so intrigued with our channel partner, Mint Mobile. They offer premium wireless starting at $15 a month. And I can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, and I can even bring my own phone along with my current number and existing contracts. I'm sacrificing nothing. I've used Mint Mobile a ton, and I switched my second line to Mint Mobile, and I've been using it to watch YouTube and play podcasts on our daily commute and haven't noticed any drop in speed, and I can't tell the difference. So how hard is it to switch service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's actually hard, but it's not at all. Switching to Mint is super easy thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. So if you want to save little money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked down below in the description, to get premium wireless for just $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint for partnering, and let's get on to the next topic.
Thanks to that, everyone. And of course, as you can tell, we are not home. And so these times of streaming has been a little bit different, but thank you all for dropping by. As an added benefit, I will respond to each and every one of you down below in the comments. If you got a quick question or a feedback or whichever, definitely leave it down below and we will respond to each and every one of you. In this next topic, this Tesla vehicle now charges the fastest of all the different Tesla vehicles. There's now Tesla V4 Supercharging, but only one vehicle and one vehicle only can now charge and use this at the highest rates. And of course, that vehicle, according to Tesla Charging, all V4 posts in North America can now charge up to 325 kilowatts for the Tesla Cybertruck. And so this might mean that the Cybertruck might be the best road trip vehicle hands down, or maybe not, because even though yes, it can charge a little bit faster, it's also the worst efficiency type of vehicle. To give you relative, Model X is like 300 watt hours per mile. You want the lower the number, the better. Model 3 can go as low as like 190 watt hours per mile. And of course, the Cybertruck is in like the 450 watt hours per mile. And so you're definitely burning a lot more electrons, so to speak, to get there, but at least you can charge a little bit faster as some of the newer V4 superchargers. I still have yet to find any of them, but let us know. Have you charged your Supertruck at one of, or Cybertruck at one of these new V4 superchargers? And maybe the new Model Y, even though they said it's capped at 250 kilowatts, maybe they'll be able to update that with a future software upload, and it might be able to do that in the future. But I guess fingers crossed on that to see what actually will happen in that camp and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic. Here's what happens when the $7,500 federal tax credit could potentially go away. Here it is mapped out and predicted by car dealership guy. And I kind of agree with some of this. Let's take a look at what he says. EV tax credit phases out. I mean, that's on the chopping block right now. Trump wants to get rid of it. So we don't know if it's actually going to happen or not. He did sign in an executive order to try and dance around actually killing it, but not directly in doing that, because of course he doesn't actually have the power to do that because it's still a law, the Inflation Reduction Act, for the $7,500. Next step of the process, if this happens, consumers pause on electric vehicle purchases. And yes, that could be a super temporary one, maybe long term, but you got to remember 2 years ago, Tesla didn't have the $7,500 federal tax credit, and they didn't do fine, but they still sold the vehicles. And those were also at the time when vehicles were very expensive as well. It was also a hot time when everybody was buying a ton of vehicles because inflation was going high. And so certainly that was a way different time. Next step is sharp drop in sales. That's expected across all brands, because it's not going to make sense when a vehicle, an electric vehicle, is $7,500 more than the comparable gas vehicle, and especially the comparable hybrid gas vehicle. And so it just wouldn't make sense in terms of time and everything. Next one would be automakers feel the pressure and scramble to pivot their EV strategies. I think we're already starting to see that right now. We already started seeing price drops from some of the other, like GM, Honda, and other vehicles like that. R&D ramps, investors ramp up, aiming for better designs, improved range, and lower costs. I mean, the good thing with that is that R&D investments and all these different productions for better designs and improved range, that's continuing to go with electric vehicles. I think it will just be doubling down if it keeps going. New way of reimagine EVs hit the market built around what consumers actually want. But I guess that's the question, like, what do consumers actually want for electric vehicles? Do they want technology, more battery range, or faster charging? I think a little bit of a balance between all of those is really what people want. Competition intensifies, driving innovations and efficiency. That's always a given for sure. Sustainable market with profitable EV emerges. Capitalism remains undefeated. What did I miss? And the question I asked is like, when do you think this will happen? And who do you think will be the winner in all of this if these actually happen with these 7,500? Because I know a lot of you might be thinking like, if this 7,500 goes away, I am definitely not buying it or buying a Tesla or an electric vehicle. And I kind of agree with you because that is a ton of money at the end of the day. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. In this next topic, new or old Tesla Model Y, we are going to get in a situation very soon where there is going to be a way better deal on the older Tesla Model Y versus the new Juniper refresh. But there's a lot of pros and cons between the both of them. Of course, new fresh hardware, just like having the latest iPhone, versus a old one that could have a 5 to 10. I mean, it's already got a $5,000 better deal. And if you want to see those discounts, definitely check it out. Link down below in the description on our best deal spreadsheet. And of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, where you can save $500 to $1,000 off. And we get a benefit if you use it on a Tesla Model Y as well. But there is a huge list. I mean, not design aside, there is a huge list of all the different features of what are different between the two of them and what's better and what's not. And so, of course, some of the pricing is what's going to stick out the most. I mean, there's range, it's basically more so the same. I mean, there's different features across the board, like the screen is the same, but that power rear recline in the rear seat is definitely a very nice touch, and more cameras, more speakers. There's a little bit of fine tuning, fine tweaking between the new Model Y refresh and the old one. And so let us know, like, what would be the difference? If it was like a $2,000 to $3,000 difference, would you sway and go with the new Model Y Juniper? Or if it was like a $5,000 to $10,000 difference, would you just go with the old one instead? Because there certainly is going to be a spread. And then on top of that, what about new Model 3 versus new Model Y? Because we could get into a situation as well where the new Model 3 could be a better price, could have a lower price, and maybe even a favorable financing. I mean, we saw that throughout the end of last year where the Model Y, the old one, got 0% for 60 months, but the new Model 3 only got 0% for 36 months. So we definitely could be getting into a situation soon when the deal will be way better on an older Model Y, legacy Model Y, or the old and busted, or a new Highland Model 3 over the new Model Y Juniper. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic. New Tesla shop available, item available. Just a quick PSA, because this jacket, if you didn't know, is very like one that's in the corporate jacket mode, the one that you could buy, or not one you couldn't buy before, but one you could only get if you were an employee of Tesla. And so if you're into that, if you like, minimalistic, small design Tesla jackets like this, it is now available for the Tesla shop for $120. You can get it for directly from there. Here's the link and everything. And I would imagine this could be sold out pretty quickly. No, it's actually not. This is actually still available. So $120. If you're looking to get it, it's available, and go run and quickly go get it. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. If you like the style design or like the other vehicle or other jacket with the minimalistic look. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.